Let me ask you something. When was the last time you actually stopped and looked up at the sky? Not a quick glance, not a 2-second look before you went back to your phone. I mean, really looked. Because once a year, just once, the night sky does something so quietly beautiful that millions of people completely miss it. It's not loud, it's not dramatic, it doesn't announce itself, it just rises, slowly, glowing, enormous. It's called the pink moon, and by the end of this video, you're gonna want to mark your calendar, set an alarm, and go outside for it. Let me tell you everything. Okay, first things first. The moon has been humanity's oldest obsession. Every civilization in history, the Egyptians, the Mayans, the Chinese, the Native Americans, they all watched it, tracked it, named it, and built their lives around it. And honestly, that makes total sense. Because the moon is different every single night, sometimes tiny and sharp, sometimes huge and golden, sometimes barely visible, sometimes so bright it casts shadows. But once a year, in April, something special happens. The full moon of spring rises into the sky, bigger, warmer, more golden than almost any other full moon of the year. And people have been calling it the pink moon for centuries. Today, I'm going to tell you exactly what it is, where the name comes from, why it looks the way it does, and how you can see it at its absolute most beautiful. Because this year's pink moon is coming up fast, and you do not want to miss it. Now, when most people hear pink moon for the first time, they immediately think, oh wait, does the moon actually turn pink? Like, genuinely pink? How is that even possible? And then they look it up, go outside on the night, stare at the sky, and think, that moon looks completely normal. It's just white, maybe slightly yellow, definitely not pink, and they feel a little cheated, a little misled, maybe even a little annoyed. I get it, but here's the thing. The name pink moon was never about the color of the moon. It was about something far more poetic, far more connected to the earth, to the seasons, to the way our ancestors experienced the world around them. And once you understand where this name actually comes from, you'll never hear the words pink moon without smiling. The name comes from the Algonquin people, a Native American tribe from northeastern North America, primarily around the Great Lakes and New England regions. These people had this extraordinary tradition. They named every single full moon of the year after whatever was happening in nature that month. Not the sky. Nature. The ground, the animals, the plants, the seasons. January's full moon was the wolf moon, because wolves howled the loudest in the deep cold of winter. February was the snow moon, because the heaviest snowfalls came then. March was the worm moon, because the ground was thawing and earthworms were starting to appear. And then April arrived, and across the meadows, the forest flares, the hillsides, these tiny, delicate, bright pink wildflowers called moss phlox began to bloom everywhere, carpeting the ground in soft pink and purple. One of the very first signs that winter was truly, finally over. So the Algonquin people looked at the full moon rising over those pink-covered fields and said, that's the pink moon. Not because the moon was pink, but because the world beneath the moon had gone pink, because spring had arrived, because life was coming back. That is where the name comes from. And honestly, that's so much more beautiful than the moon just changing color. So, as the pink moon rises, it glows this deep, warm, golden amber color. Huge, rich, almost unreal. And then, as it climbs higher in the sky, it slowly brightens and shifts to white. But that moment, that first 20 or 30 minutes after it clears the horizon, is absolutely breathtaking. It looked so big, so close, so warm that people genuinely stop in the middle of the street just to stare at it. And here's a fun fact that will blow your mind a little. That enormous moon you see near the horizon, it's not actually bigger, it's 100% optical illusion. Your brain uses buildings, trees, and rooftops as size references and convinces itself that the moon is gigantic. Take a photo, it'll look completely normal sized. Your brain is basically lying to you, but it's a beautiful lie. Alright, here are a few pink moon facts that are going to make you the most interesting person at any conversation. Fact 1. The pink moon doesn't happen on the same date every year. It shifts because it follows the lunar calendar, not the solar calendar. In 2026, it falls on April 2nd. Mark it right now. Fact 2. The pink moon is sometimes also a supermoon. When the full moon happens, while the moon is at its closest point to Earth in its orbit, it appears up to 14% larger and 30% brighter than normal. When a supermoon and the pink moon line up together, it's genuinely one of the most spectacular nights of the year. Fact 3. Almost every culture in the world gave April's full moon a special name. The Chinese called it the peony moon. Medieval Europeans called it the egg moon because it was associated with spring eggs and Easter. The Celts called it the growing moon. Different names, same feeling. New life, new season, new energy. Fact 4. The best time to see the pink moon at its most dramatic is within the first hour of moonrise. You can find the exact moonrise time for your city with a quick search. Set an alarm, go outside, face east, wait. So here's what you now know. The pink moon isn't pink, it never was, and that's completely okay, because the name carries something far more meaningful than a color. It carries centuries of human beings paying attention to the world around them, watching the flowers bloom, feeling the air warm up, looking up at the sky and saying, spring is here, we made it through another winter. That's what the pink moon is. It's a reminder to slow down, to go outside, to look up, because the sky is always doing something beautiful. Most of us just forget to check. April 2nd, 1 hour after sunset, face east, be there. Are you going to watch the pink moon this April? Tell me in the comments. Where are you watching from? Are you going somewhere special or just stepping out your front door? If you love this video, hit that like button and subscribe. Every week, I bring you content that makes you stop, look up, and see the world a little differently. See you in the next one.